Are you tired of mediocre steaks that lack flavour and texture? And are you ready to elevate your steak game and experience a steak like none other in the area? Then you won't want to miss this week's dining fable. Now, I've been curious about the Shurlock Inn for a while and have had numerous people recommend it to me, especially for their steaks. So I've already been online to check out the menu and I know what I'm going to order. I'm going to go for the flat iron steak as it's one of my favourite cuts. Plus, it's usually cheaper than the better known ones like sirloin, fillet or rump. Flat iron steaks are known for their rich flavour and tender texture. They're cut from the shoulder of the cow, which is known for its intense flavour due to the muscle being used more frequently. They also have good marbling, which means they have a great balance of fat to protein, which makes them very, very juicy and very flavourful. So come with me to uncover the truth about the Shurlock Inn steak, and we can hopefully reveal if their flat iron steak with chimichurri is worth a visit. Okay, here we go, let's eat out. Well, I don't know about you, but I think this flat iron steak looks absolutely mouth-watering and has been presented simply yet beautifully on the plate. The colour is a beautiful dark brown with a crispy crust that glistens in the light. Contrast that with the vibrant green of the chimichurri, and this will definitely photograph well. The aroma of fresh herbs and garlic in the chimichurri sauce adds a bright and fresh contrast to the rich beefy aroma from the steak. Oh yes, wow, that steak is perfectly cooked to a medium rare, with a pink centre that's juicy and tender, and a crispy crust that gives way to that rich beefy flavour of the meat. I really like that the chef has cut the flat iron into thick and substantial slices, making it look like a true steak lover's dream. As I'm sat really near the exposed kitchen, the scent of seared beef wafts through the air, mixed with the smoky aroma from the grill. It's a tantalising combination that really taps into your inner caveman. One of the things that truly stands out about this steak is the quality of the meat. It's absolutely bursting with flavour, and it's clear the meat has been aged to perfection. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, and if it's making you hungry, it would be amazing if you could like this video or subscribe to the channel. Grab a fork and get involved. The quality of this meat is so good, I had to ask the server where they source it from, and unsurprisingly the owners take a lot of time and effort to find the best suppliers. So it's sourced locally, and apparently the farm's in Surrey, making it a good, sustainable and responsible choice. So you can definitely see why flat iron steaks are often considered a hidden gem, and are sometimes even called the butcher or chef's cut. For a long time they were seen by customers as undesirable compared to the more traditional and higher priced cuts like sirloin or T-bone or fillet. But to those in the know that flat iron was always an amazing cut that if cooked with skill and precision could be an absolute banger. But from my point of view, it also benefits from being a substantially cheaper cut. It's a culinary win-win. Now onto the chimichurri, and for anyone who's not come across this sauce before, it's a classic South American sauce that can be made with fresh herbs, garlic, vinegar and olive oil, and works brilliantly to complement the rich, beefy flavours of the steak, and adds a bright, fresh burst of flavour. The most common herbs used tend to be parsley and coriander, but sometimes oregano, basil or thyme, plus some shallots and vinegar are added. It's a sauce well known for its tangy and herbaceous flavour, with a good balance between acidity and spiciness. Do you know what, I'm just going to have to say it again, this steak is so tender that it really melts in your mouth. Now I also have to give special mention to the fries that came with the meal. They were light and crispy and perfectly seasoned with the garlic and thyme salt. It's funny, isn't it, because I really wasn't expecting a great deal from the fries, as the focus was always going to be on the steak for this meal, but they ended up being a brilliant surprise. The fries were crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside, which is the perfect balance. And the seasoning with garlic and thyme salt gives them the added depth of flavour, and it made them absolutely irresistible. So they were an ideal complement to the steak, and it's clear that the chefs have put just as much care and attention to the fries as they had the steak, which is a great tribute to the quality of the kitchen and shows the care and attention that goes into every aspect of the food here. So what's the takeaway from our meal at the Shurlock Inn? Well, we set out to answer a question of whether we could elevate our steak game to avoid mediocre steak. And after experiencing the flat iron with chimichurri, the answer is, thankfully, a resounding yes. It was cooked to perfection for me, with a tender and juicy texture and a rich beefy flavour, complemented wonderfully by the chimichurri's tangy and fresh bursts of flavour. The quality of the ingredients is top notch, and the steak was made from locally sourced high quality beef that had been aged to perfection. It was great to see the care and attention that had gone into the dish, and the fries, and it showed in every single bite. It's clear to me that we no longer need to accept a mediocre steak, and the Shurlock Inn is proof that there is a better way to enjoy this brilliant dish, or whichever cut of steak takes your fancy. So if you're ready to step up your steak game, head to the Shurlock Inn and experience it for yourself. As always, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this dining fable from the Shurlock Inn, and I'd love to know if you've already been there. If so, let me know what you ordered, and if you enjoyed it in the comments below. Are you looking for an amazing restaurant this weekend, or over the coming months? Then why not watch the restaurant playlist coming up now? We're trying really hard to build our community here on YouTube, so if you like what we're doing, grab a fork and get involved. And if you feel like subscribing, then we'd love to have you join us here at the Dining Fable for next time.